Guys, Irit here, and I have another art journaling process for you. So I'm working in my Jane Davenport large journal, and I'm playing with the Dr. P.H. Martin Radiant Watercolor, Radiant Concentrated Watercolor. That's how it's called. I have a few in this palette. Some I added fresh and some are dry, but you can reactivate them with water. And I decided to paint some very loose magnolias. We have a few trees around our part of the world here that I see when I drive around, and I just thought it was beautiful. So you'll see what happens. I made these two loose ones on the right side, added some splatters and everything. And then I decided to make a large one on the left side. And here's where I should have stopped. I started mixing the color. I wanted more of a violet shade, and I started mixing it on my paper, and it just looked kind of bland to me and overworked, and I had too much water there, so I didn't have any paper towels around or my piece of cloth that I use, so I tried to mop some of it up with this piece of watercolor paper scrap that I had, and yeah, it was just not working. So I decided to leave it alone for a second and add some stalks and kind of buds to my other magnolias. And then I decided I really didn't like how that one on the left side looked. And very much in the last weeks, I guess, if I don't like something, I just try to do something with it. I mean, I already don't like it, so what can happen? I want to have something I am happy with, and if I can't, then at least I know I'll try. I tried, and I can always just cover it up with white paint or something. So I'm just adding some colors from my palette. I have there 3 blues. I have the set A of the Radiant watercolors, and I also have a review or kind of first impressions of it on my channel, so check that out if you want to see all the colors in that set. And that's me just playing, adding some color, and I kind of think of this spread as the one that I just couldn't leave alone. Everything I did, I was like, I should have stopped, like a minute ago. And this is still looking kind of okay, like something I can work with. And then I added some yellow splatters. These liquid watercolors come in this little glass bottle with a dropper. So I added some yellow, and I think here, pretty much around here, is where I started to overwork it and take it too far. That was a bad move. I didn't like how everything looked when it started dripping down. And also with my brush, I think I just overworked it, and I just should have left it alone. I do like that addition of yellow, and everywhere where it hit the blue or the turquoise, I got a green, and everywhere where it hit the pink, I got oranges and reds. So it's a lot happier and interesting, but it was a bit too much. Anyway, at some point I just left it alone and let it dry, and that's where I am. And I had no idea what I wanted to do. Actually, I wanted to work on that other magnolia drawing that I made that you saw just now for a second, but I wasn't sure how it's going to look if I added this white sketches, so I decided to kind of test it on this one, on this spread that I was less attached to. So I added some just sketchy white lines, and what you see there is kind of a few reference photos that I found online, and I don't have the computer visible from where I art journal, so I just printed them on a little 4x6 print to have some reference. It really helps, to kind of understand better the shape of the flower of what you're painting. Not that mine is realistic, but I think you can tell what type of flower it is because of the general shape and color choices. So the other side was kind of a mess, and I didn't really know at the beginning. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So at the beginning, I just started with this flower, and then I started outlining these shapes that I thought I see in the paint. And then that thing at the top kind of turned out to look a bit like a bird to me. So I added a beak and an eye. And here these looked like leaves. So a lot of things look like leaves to me, so because that's easier. And then, I don't know, I outlined this shape and it kind of turned into a really weird looking sketchy cat that I'm not even sure you can kind of see when you just first look at it. Or even if you look closely at it. My drawing skills are not that honed. So there I am, just adding some more lines. I don't know, I was outlining these orange spots, and then it kind of looked like a weird alien face, and then I added some hair to it. I don't even know if you see these details, but I do like how the white ink looks on top of those, super vibrant, radiant watercolors. So just adding some more sketchy lines, and once I was done with that, I really felt that it needed some journaling, some contrast. So I added journaling with a black pen. And my journaling, some of it is just, I don't know, random things in my mind, but some of it is actually meaningful stuff and a few things I was like processing that day, dealing with, and I try to write it in a way that other people can't read it because I post most of my things online, and I feel these are a bit too private thoughts to share. And also, I'm not sure that I want to understand what I wrote, because many times it's just stuff I want to get out on paper and not dwell on, or really, sometimes it's even like painful or things that make me sad, and I just want to write it down. I feel the process is helpful and therapeutic in itself, and I don't feel the need to have it legible so I can go back and read it. And yeah, just adding some more shapes, doodles, marks, just filling in areas here and there. And that's it. This is my final layout. I had so much fun making it. I can't tell you. It was just a great process from start to finish, even with those little hiccups at the middle. But I think I made it work. So thanks for watching. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. I leave links to some of the products I used in the description box. Have a lovely day. Bye.